Hey there, this is Chris Gore, and I'm going to be messing around with Rust, the programming language, again. I messed with it way back in 2021 for a little while, and then I put a break on it, and then I messed with it again in like end of 2023, early 2024, and put a break again on it. And I'm going to make a little video series to help you along as well. So the first thing obviously we need to do is we need to install Rust on our computer. And I'm using Fedora version, I think it's 44. So the current release of it. And there's two ways to do Rust installation, and there's definitely a right choice and a wrong choice in my mind. The wrong choice was you could use DNF to install Rust. If you actually wanted to do that, here's what you would end up doing. Like most software in Fedora, you use DNF. So you would do sudo DNF install, and you would first need GCC, that's the GNU-C compiler. You would actually want that. And then they have a Rust package. Then you would want cargo, and then Rust format, Clippy, and Rust source. That's what you would want to do. But you don't want to do this. So don't do this. The reason why is because there is a thing called Rust Up, R-U-S-T-U-P, which you can go to their website as rustup.rs. Um, but this gives you a lot more flexibility in what's going on. If you do it the previous way, you're only going to get the version of Rust that Fedora has. Whereas in this, you can mix different releases of Rust and have multiple projects that maybe require slightly different library sets and what have you. So this is the better way to do it, is you use Rust Up. Now you'll still use DNF, but you'll be getting the Rust Up package. So the very first thing I want to do here is I'm going to update my existing packages, and you can do that by sudo dnf update -y, which basically is defaulting to a yes. Then you do your password, and you wait a bit. You'll get nice progress bars as it goes. Okay, that actually took a little bit longer for me. I had to do a kernel update and a reboot, but only about 5 or 6 minutes, so not horrible. So now I've got a completely updated system. Now, the first thing you're going to want to install is GCC, the GNU-C compiler. Rust will want that, and you will use DNF for that. And if you just want the compiler, and that's it, for Rust, and you're not going to actually write C or C++, you can probably get away with just sudo dnf install GCC like this. But I'm going to want a complete full install because I'm an old school C programmer, done some C++ a lot too. So I'm going to do a much more involved line. And if you want to do that as well, as far as I can tell, this is the right line. All right, perfect. That one was under a minute. And then now we need to actually install Rust up. So to do that, we want to do, again, sudo dnf install, and in this case it's Rust up. And it's just the one package. And that's nice and quick. And then we have to do Rust up init. And this is setting your bash profile configuration. So I want to do the default installation. You probably also just want to do the default installation. So you just press enter. And you wait a second. Now, if you're watching, you can see it's actually installing the specific Rust packages. And that only took about a minute, actually less than a minute. And there is now an environment file. You can do a couple of things. You'll need this in your shell. The easiest way is just close your shell and make a new shell. You can also source that file, but and here's what it is actually doing, right? It's just sourcing this in your home directory. There's a .cargo environment file, which is just doing some adding. It's just adding to your path, and that's all it's really doing. So not much at all, really. Since I don't actually use Bash, I use Emacs, and inside of Emacs, I don't use Bash. I use what's called Emacs Lisp, or I mean, E shell as my shell. I'm adding that to my bash exec path. And this is basically the exact same thing as what that shell file does under .rust, no, it's .cargo, right? So this is just adding to your path in your home directory .cargo bin. If you're using Emacs, this is how you would end up doing it. You can just add to your exec path. If you're not using Emacs, obviously you don't need to do that. But now we have Rust up installed. And you can see you have lots of options. You can install different tool chains. You can set what the default is. And you can specify exact versions. If you want to see what's installed, you can just do rust up show. So as you can see here, we've only installed the stable toolchain. And if you want to see the exact version, you can just do rust C version, so 197.1. And also there's cargo version. And that's also 197.1. I'm going to add a few more components, specifically Clippy, Rust format, Rust source, and Rust analyzer. You can just do that by like this, Rust up component, add them. And then that was pretty quick. I didn't even have to pause it. And at this point, you have a working Rust install in your development environment. And that's all you really need to do, other than start programming. Hope that helps. Thanks.